All right, guys. Melissa here. How's everyone doing? How's your new year? So, I just wanted to put a video up that I was talking to a couple people with the abortion stuff today. One was a lady who said after she had abortion, it was like 6 years later, she finally decided to be authentic. She could not be authentic because she thought if people know about my abortion, everyone's going to look down on me, was what she was thinking. So she had to put that away and be like, I'd rather be honest than everyone to look down on me than to not be honest about the abortion. I thought that was a cool, awesome way to look at things. And then I had talked to another lady about my divorce, and we were talking today. And I had said, I feel so much better since I talked to you. I was able to process better. And she's like, yeah, me too. I felt the same way. And I'm like, it's really important for women to have other women to talk to. This is how we process. We talk to one another, right? And we learn from one another. And when I was talking to her, she's like, in my experience, most women have been vicious to me. And I was sitting with that and I'm thinking, yeah, I can relate. I can relate with my whole family being, my in-laws being vicious, before um I ever decided to not go over as much. Rob was just like making up stuff about me. He was like, I remember one day you did this and I didn't understand why you did that. And I'm thinking, what are you talking about? This is your perspective. No idea what you're talking about. So we know that there are women out there not getting enough support. And I haven't watched it yet, but there's a YouTube video by Jordan Peterson I want to watch about how when women don't have enough support in life, how hard it can be. So I think back in the day, and I said back in my day, women were around. Women stayed home. You had your mom who maybe worked part time. Mine worked in a school doing cafeteria work for a little bit. And we were always out with my aunts, my grandmother, family around. So there was always some kind of support. And even if it wasn't the right support, I mean, you had like your little group, your family group, even my graduation in 89, June of 89, my grandmother was still around and my grandfather. And, they had their marriage annulled, but they were still family. So, even with all the chaos and the craziness, you still had family. And, I remember my Uncle Bill and my Uncle Steve getting in a fist fight during my graduation party. And, I think it was during my Aunt Kim's wedding too. They had another fist fight. So, I mean, they were brothers, but there were things there. And I was just thinking, when I was being raised up, I had my family. And then I had my girlfriends in school and we always talked. We always talked, and nowadays that is missing for women. Girls do not have that. And when I work with some of the young girls, like